What is going on, guys? This is, as always, your favorite content creator ever. It's a great one. And today we're talking about SmackDown Live. Now, unfortunately, I could not watch it live because I passed out. I had a long day. I had to prepare presents for my little cousins, my girlfriend's brother. I need to prepare some presents. I wrapped them. I had to go to the city. I was exhausted. I was going to sleep at like 9 p.m., that early. And when I woke up, it was like 5 a.m. and I was like, okay, SmackDown is like, pretty much over. I'm just gonna go to sleep and I will watch it in the morning. So I've just watched SmackDown Live, and it was, nothing too special. I'm sorry, but it was a nice little show. But I expected a bit more from Daniel Bryan and McMahon situation, and the only thing that I cared about was Dolph Ziggler, and that shocked me. I'm pretty sure the major reason you tuned in to watch this review of me talking about SmackDown Live is because of Dolph Ziggler, because most of you were tweeting me about it. I just checked. And you guys care about what I have to say about that, because you know how much of a fan and believer in Ziggler I am, probably the last one. And the thing is, the SmackDown, the Raw was terrible. It was trash. SmackDown was a bit better, but still nothing, too special. Now, I got this fucking comment. It pissed me off last day. I don't watch your reviews, the great one, because you're in favor of SmackDown Live, and you also repeat yourself. Of course I'm repeating myself. It's a review. It's not like a very, very organized video. I'm just telling you my emotions, my thoughts about the show that I've just watched. You gotta upload these reviews early anyway, and of course I'm not in favor of SmackDown Live. Am I a bigger fan of SmackDown? Most of the time, especially in 2016, because you gotta fucking admit, in 2016 SmackDown was like beating Raw's ass in every damn show, and Raw was unwatchable, and you gotta agree with that. You guys remember, of course, over the last couple of months, like these couple of months, like 5 maybe, Raw was kicking SmackDown's life because SmackDown was terrible. Was this SmackDown and the last SmackDown better than Raw? Well, the last one might not, but this SmackDown is better than Raw. I'm just saying how it is. You're in favor of SmackDown. Why would I be in favor of SmackDown? It's fair to say I'm in favor of a better show. The show that entertains me the more. And even if it's a bad show, a terrible show like Raw and SmackDown, SmackDown is shorter. That helps. Raw is just a big effing filler. I cannot stand these type of comments, man. Like, it really sucks. And anyway, let's start with the show. Daniel Bryan in the ring talking about the controversy of Clash of Champions. Pretty much, no, he did not talk about that. He talked about Royal Rumble and shit, and then we got Shane McMahon talking about that, and they pretty much argued a bit. And he said something like, from a business standpoint, you should look out, because they will stab you in the back. Kevin Owens comes in to Daniel Bryan, even though Daniel Bryan is not really, with these two. And Daniel Bryan said that you just said best for business, because these are the kind of words that I'd fight against. Don't turn into Mr. McMahon. And Shane McMahon took that as, offensive. However, he was like, he has a point. Good luck running the show. And he pretty much walked out, and Daniel Bryan is running the show. So that was that. Anyway, and that pretty much ended. Daniel Bryan is still running the show. That was it. Nothing too special. Like, from this thing, I expected some heel turn. I expected fucking something. If that is the end of it, and they're just going to, completely forget about it, no. It needed something more. It needed something more after all this, anticipation. I'm going to look out for WWE SmackDown Live, and they just, screwed it. I'm really, honestly disappointed in that. However, it is what it is, and next thing we got was the Usos versus Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin. Pretty nice match. Kind of surprised that actually Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin won the match with a nice, I think it's a tag team finisher. He pretty much had his on his shoulder and one from the tag team from top rope, and bam, 1, 2, 3, they win the match. I'm not a big fan of the gimmick they have, like, American Alpha 2.0. However, I gotta say, Chad Gable is a monster. He's a freak. I just became a fan, In the ring, he's just unbelievable. Shelton Benjamin is, kind of a legend in the WWE per se. I don't know. I always liked Shelton Benjamin, so I actually wanted him in a mid-card division, but that will do. The tag team is growing on me. Still not a big fan, but it's growing on me because of their in-ring abilities. And they won the match, and pretty much I think they are the #1 contenders for the WWE SmackDown Live Tag Team Champions right now. And then we got Charlotte in the ring, pretty much talking about all the help from the WWE Universe to accomplish everything, and the Women's Royal Rumble is happening soon, and I cannot wait to defend that Davis Women's Championship on WrestleMania. And we got Naomi pretty much coming out announcing that she is the first entry, and then we got the Riot Squad. They announced that they want to be in that as well, and you know, there was this argument. 2 of you come out of the ring against 2 of us, and let's fight. And they said some cringy line, like, something about them being crybabies, you know, some chickens, and crowd chanting that. It was cringy, that, you know, PG era shit. Anyway, and we got that match, and it was pretty much, you know, normal, just a typical match to get the women on the show if you don't have anything else for them, pretty much. Naomi and Charlotte won the match. Then we got this Christmas segment with Rusev and Aiden English and the New Day, where pretty much it was like everybody dressed in their costumes. Rusev was a Santa Claus, you know, and he pretty much, Big E had these pancakes. Rusev was like grabbing these pancakes and eating it and pretty much smashing it, and Big E was like pissed, like you just effed his mother, you know, that type of pissed. And Rusev was just putting Rusev t-shirts out of the bag, you know, it's Rusev Day. That was pretty nice, you know. Most of the time I hate it. I hate when people dress up in these costumes and pretend that it's, you know, Christmas, yeah! I cannot stand it. But however, this time it was like barely but watchable. It was still watchable. And then we got Dolph Ziggler. Yes, coming out with the United States Championship, looking like $1 million, man. Amazing stuff. Crowd wasn't really into it. I don't know. When he won the Clash of Champions, at the Clash of Champions, the title, people cheered, man. They were so into it, and this crowd was like, yeah, you can hear a couple of people, not a lot of people. But anyway, it was still pretty nice. However, yes, I do think it was a great promo. He pretty much showed all of his accomplishments during WWE. You know, his United States title wins, Intercontinental title wins, World title win, and he pretty much said that you people just don't appreciate me. And then he was getting like emotional and said that you don't deserve this. You don't deserve this. You want me to make a statement? You want something to remember about me? He pretty much had his United States Championship in his hands, and he pretty much just, you know, put it on the ground and walked out of the WWE. Is that Dolph Ziggler walking out of WWE? Is that him retiring? Is that him possibly coming next week, trolling, bringing a new United States Championship that was rumored? You know, John Cena talked about bringing a new United States Championship, and there are rumors about new United States Championship that could possibly look like an Intercontinental Championship. He might just show up with the new title. Maybe we'll have a great run with Dolph Ziggler, which is unlikely. Or maybe he just wants, you know, to prove that he can win it again, or he just doesn't care about the titles, he doesn't care about WWE, he doesn't give a shit about championships, he's just here to make money. Maybe that's the new gimmick, I'm not quite sure, man, what they're doing. The most logical thing that is probably going to happen, the most unfortunate thing, the most thing that I cannot stand, him leaving WWE, relinquishing the United States Championship. That's the most possible one, and I cannot stand it. Did he got my interest? Did he got my attention? Yes. Am I happy about it? No. What's happening? When you go to WWE.com, Dolph Ziggler is still the United States Champion, so I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what to expect, but I'm really into that. What is happening with Ziggler? Where is he going? You can go to his Twitter. Nothing says about it. You know, you cannot find any information. However, I'm really into it. So let's just wait and see what is going to happen with Dolph Ziggler. Then we got Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn pretty much talking about, oh man, Daniel Bryan, you did this because Randy Orton is your enemy. You did it because, you know, blah blah blah. They think Daniel Bryan is a heel. Which he said, if you talk more, I'm going to fire you guys, myself. And he has no grudge on Randy or anyone else. He's just doing the right thing. We all know that, but they think he's a heel. It's kind of a very weird storyline where pretty much everybody's trolling and everybody can turn heel pretty much. But nothing special. I mean, man, if you're not going to do anything next week, I'm just going to completely forget about the rivalry and move on. I still have a little bit of hope, you know, that Daniel Bryan may wrestle or something, but I'm really, you know, kinda getting away from that storyline. And we got the New Day versus Rusev and Aiden English. The only thing I can remember about this match is that was this announcement table, and they had pancakes, Big E's pancakes, and Aiden English put some cream on it, and the Rusev put a cherry on it. And they tried to get Xavier Woods into the cake, but, you know, Kofi Kingston jumped on them, and they did this move where pretty much Aiden English landed with his face on the cake. Yeah, whatever. The New Day won the match, by the way, and Christmas, you know, the worst segments, but that was watchable, barely. Every bad WWE thing is related to Christmas, somehow. They just like to ruin your... And then we got a 6-man tag team match. Jinder Mahal, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus Randy Orton, AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura. What's up with these tag team matches? I have no idea. Was Teddy Long right here? I don't know. Tag team match, player. To be quite honest with you, I was like, you know, it was a good match. I cannot say that, but at the same time, it is the most lazy way to book a show. Let's make faces versus heels without any storyline, without any confrontation before it. Just announce faces versus heels. 6-man match, a lot of people in the ring, player. Gotta, you know, appreciate that. And of course, the match was good. My favorite part was when AJ Styles was doing his phenomenal forearm, and while he was in the air, Randy Orton kind of pushed him to get more, you know, impact, and he connected. That was nice. And then Shinsuke Nakamura did his finisher, 1, 2, 3. Faces celebrate, and Randy Orton is acting like the biggest babyface in the company. And I like how he touches his hair, you know. He touches the hair, and he's like, you know, whether he heard something booing the crowd, you know, making fun of it, or he just appreciates, or he feels weird having hair again. But I heard he's actually having hair transplants or some shit like that, you know. I like it. Randy Orton looks younger. He reminds me of Legend Killer. Randy Orton with hair is the best thing ever. Yes. So my favorite things about the show: Dolph Ziggler walking out, maybe, I don't know. And the ending of that match, the 6-man tag match. Other than that, I just think it was just another filler show. Was it better than Raw? I don't know, I enjoyed it a bit more, you know. There's something memorable. But not by much. I gave Raw 3. I would give this SmackDown 4 only. I know I'm being too negative for over the last couple of weeks, but still the shows suck, and I just hope it will become better after Royal Rumble or before Royal Rumble, because there's nothing interesting. I at least hope to get some contender for AJ Styles. Who is the #1 contender? I don't know. Should be Randy Orton, in my opinion. We haven't seen that rivalry. But that's about it. It was just that type of SmackDown. Let me know your rating in the comments below. Make sure to follow me on Twitter, Patreon if you can, Instagram, the great one. Peace, love and hugs. It's been a pleasure.